Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 43 of Europa Universalis IV as Venice, and we are about to start by going to war. We're going to go and pick on these guys over here. They don't have any allies. We've already beaten them up several times before. We're going to be feeding this stuff to our march. So let us go and declare our war. We're not bringing in any of our allies. Declare war and in we go. Don't know where their army is. I haven't seen it for a while. I'm assuming they don't have much of one. They have a one stack over there, which is oh so scary. Let's go and deal with their one stack, and then we'll start sieging stuff out. I'm almost certain we're going to end up dealing with those fungi rebels at some point. Yeah, well, there's your army squished. So we might just go and, well, I would say blanket siege. We'll take their capital first. It'll be nice and quick. Convert provinces to our religion now. Romanga. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Bigger and Terribilius will be able to do soon. Yeah, things are going well. We do need to recover some of our manpower. Obviously, the war was quite costly. How old is our leader, by the way? Because he's fantastic being a 666, but he is 62 years old, so he's probably not going to live for too much longer. Can't add a rival while we're at war, but it would be nice to check and see who we can rival. Well, the walls are breached. We've got a 42% chance of taking that already. They do have another fort down there, which we'll go and deal with as soon as we've dealt with these provinces. Do I want to take those for myself? What's the for development? No, they're just really not worth it. An advisor has died. That's unfortunate. Let's just move you over here. Morocco have internal conflicts. Yeah, you want peace already. Of course you do. So, detach a siege. Move down to there. Detach a siege and move down to... I like how the animation just makes them teleport. Local autonomy in Terribilius, I don't mind anyway. Couldn't care less about that. So you move down into Berber. Right, let's go and get that advisor sorted out then. So we've lost our admin advisor. Missionary strength or missionary strength. Stability cost modifier or tax modifier. Let's go for the tax guy because he'll probably pay for himself. We also need to go into religion and turn off... apparently we did turn off war. Either that or I didn't turn it on. But either way, we don't need that anymore. So, we'll just finish sieging out these provinces, which won't take long at all. Then we'll go down here and start sieging out the rest of their stuff. And this is going to be a very, very quick war. That's already done. You're going to go down there and siege out their final fort. Any new missions? Except trying to make Muscovy like us, which is never going to happen, let's be honest. And again, we want to... Oh, here comes Fazan. We really don't need your help with this one, Fazan. I mean, I appreciate it and everything, but I've kind of got you covered on this one. So, let's just go and flip all this stuff over to Fazan, because I certainly don't want it. Withdraw from public life, gain 5... Lose a load of admin points, Diplo points and military points for 5 Republican tradition. Or gain some free... Do you know what? I'm actually going to do that. We've got quite a lot of power points, and it would be nice to get our Republican tradition back up. That was the wrong button. I need to left-click, not right-click. So as soon as we've done these last 2 sieges, we'll be able to take some of this and give it to Fazan. They're probably going to be very overextended, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. Let's group you up and just move you out there. Fazan's getting big. Guilds gain 10 influence. -1 diplomats. We'll just reduce the spy defense. I don't really want to lose a diplomat. Saying that, not like I'm using them all, but let's go over here and fabricate a claim on Spain. We could do with one on Consenza. We've got Calabria. We do not. So I'm going to try and take as much of Italy as possible. One thing I have been thinking about just recently, I don't know whether or not I am actually going to press the button to form Italy, because as much as I said I would like to do it, we wouldn't technically be playing as Venice anymore, and nothing much had changed. We would stay a merchant republic, or at least we should stay a merchant republic. But one thing that might happen is we might end up losing our Venetian ideas, and we'd get Italian ideas, which wouldn't necessarily be so good for a republic. Let's go and break off and mothball the heavies. That'll make us some more money. We will take the rest of the fleet and just move them over to Laika. They should be getting another ship soon. I did say I wanted to build some more lights. Actually, let's get this fleet up to 50. Get some more trade power there. How is this war going? How are we doing on that siege? We're at 0%. That shouldn't take too long. Force limits, we are still below. Do another conversion. So let's go and start converting bigger. Most likely that'll give us a little bit of unrest. So let's just go and put a stack on top of the province. Losing our power projection again. Who are we rivaled? Spain. Did that not work? Arguing Spain and the Ottomans. Lipsed Great Britain. Who am I rivaled again? Yeah, Spain. No, losing out on power projection. More conversions. How's this going? How are we doing? That, of course, well, that doesn't really need to be Fazan because they're not taking it. We just need this to fall, which is about to happen. Surely it's going to be this one. No. Okay. Failed the RNG there. That was unfortunate. Now, hopefully Fazan are going to carry on fabricating claims against Tunis, and we'll be able to take those, and then work our way round into Morocco, and Fazan's going to get quite big and stompy. I'm hoping we can work our way down and get down into Central Africa, so we'll have to see how that goes. Now then, we were going to do some more fabrications. We've done a fabrication here on Sinai. Let's get Al-Karak. Fabricate claim on Al-Karak. We also want to get a claim. Let's get one on Nadana. We probably won't get an opportunity to take it, but wherever we can get claims against the Ottomans, let's do that. Novgorod's declared war on Muscovy. Have fun, guys. So let's get you guys out of there. We can just go and sue for peace here. We don't have a free diplomat now, which is a pain. Forgot that I'd used them all. That's fine. We're not in a big rush. So, I could bring back my diplomat from Austria. Let's do that, actually. We can always send them back again. There we go. We have a free diplomat. Sue for peace. All those to my vassal. Give me your entire 19 ducats. Give me war reps, which will be worth absolutely nothing, but send demand. There we go. We'll group these guys up and keep them down here just in case they need to deal with any crowd control issues. Now then. They have a Regency Council anyway. We have gained the CB against Fazan. That's because they have a claim on... Well, we have a claim on a piece of land that they now own. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Yep, still Austria's the end. We will be going to war with Austria at some point. What I might do is wait until I can get in another big war with maybe the Ottomans, call in Austria so that Austria gets weakened by the Ottomans, and then use that as an opportunity to jump on the Ottomans, because Austria is still quite stompy. They are still the Emperor, at least last time I checked they were. Yep, they are still the Emperor, and because they've taken most of what should be Burgundy, they are actually quite powerful up here. And they're allied with France, which means they're not fighting each other. Oh, they're not allied with France anymore now. Oh, they are. Yeah, I'm just looking at the wrong flag. So yeah, the fact that they're allied with each other doesn't help things very much at all. And of course we want to stay friendly with France because it's a big blue blob, and they really help us when we're trying to take out Spain. Let's go ahead and start converting over there. And in fact, because we are trying to do that conversion, we've lost another military leader, Hussar. We do actually have a stack there already. That is fine. Not liking all this losing military leaders. Protect our brethren in Genoa. Who actually owns Genoa at the moment? It is Savoy. Savoy don't like me. Savoy are allied with Alsace and Cologne and Munster. And they... It doesn't really matter. What's our aggressive expansion like is the question. So we've got a fair bit with them. It doesn't really matter. A coalition of 1 is just 1. Spain might join. I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about a coalition. But we could certainly take Genoa. And I would like to take Genoa. Who owns Nice down there? That's actually Tuscany. I can actually fabricate on Albenga as well. If we take the mission, we'll actually get a free claim against Genoa. I do also want to carry on improving relations with the Emperor, because this land is part of the HRE, is it not? No, it's not. Well, that's good. Thought Genoa was, but it isn't. That is fine, then. What were the other missions? Rely more on trade income, increase our control of the spice. We will take that mission. And we will want to go to war with them as soon as possible. In fact, that means that I am going to have to, first of all, unmothball the heavies again. And bring some troops home. So, let's go and just put you guys over here. Let's get you guys over here. We'll maintain that diplomat. Can we go and upgrade the castle now? I thought we had the right military tech to do it. Need military tech 14. And military tech 16. Maybe it's just because it's being cored still. Yeah, that's why. That's fine. I'll let it off then. Now then, Savoy. How many people am I going to need up here to deal with this? Probably more than I've got. Let's get somebody up there. We will need another leader, of course. Could go and pick these guys up, because I don't think they need to be down there right now. Leave you there. Should be fine. We could overbuild, of course. What's our force limit at now? In fact, if we just go and build ourselves some... Which is the one that gives us force limit? We could just go and increase our force limits. These will take a while to build, but force limit is really good. So let's go and get some more force limit. We'll build up. We can build up in advance. That's not a problem. This galley is supposed to be part of that fleet. So let's go and group you up there. You are also... Yeah, that's kind of what you're supposed to be. Don't really need any more transports. What do we want here? Absent... We'll just lose the Diplo. Plenty ahead. You guys can move over. Then we'll go and pick up that other 20 stack. And we will attempt to take those provinces. Free guy. Let's go and fabricate on Spain again. Cesari and, well, Corsica. We should definitely try and take the islands here in the middle from them if we can. Conversion of bigger is successful. So we should now be able to upgrade the fort. Fantastic. I did think about sort of trying, if I do ever end up going to war with France, we could go and try and chew some stuff up down here. Genoa is going to be really good for us, of course, because it is that coastal centre of trade. It does have religious zeal, which is a bit of a pain, but we can deal with that. In fact, what is it? It is actually reformed, so that's fine. It'll be the right religion when we get it. This will make calling it a little bit easier. We are still working on that other claim. Let's get you over here to Parma. Let's go and get down here and just pick these guys up. Definitely want to do that before I start the war. Once again, the Ottomans like parking their army down here. How did they even get there? The only way they could have got there was to either build the entire army down there, land there by boat, or walk through my territory. It seems strange that they keep sticking their army down there. It certainly makes it easier for me attacking them later, so I don't mind that at all. The Ottomans are getting very weak now. Might even be that Persia starts beating up on them. We'll have to see how that goes. You guys get on the boats. Boats go and drop you off over here. Now then, Savoy, how many men do you have exactly? You have 15,000 men. Wow. This is going to be easier than I thought. So, we're all fresh out of leaders. Let's go and roll for one. A 2-2-3. That's not too bad. And what about this one? How many leaders can we have? Let's just have a look. No, we can only have one, so we'll just stick with the one leader for now. We are capped on admin points again. I don't think we can take any tech right now. No, because we're massively ahead of time. So that means we're going to be doing some development. We can't buy our stability up. Do we need to buy down war exhaustion? Let's have a look. No, no war exhaustion. Inflation is going up. So let's buy inflation down. We'll do that. And then we'll do some admin development. Not estates. We want development. We want to sort by cost. And we'll just upgrade some of the ones that are cheapest. That'll do. We're massively ahead of time. We will be taking some provinces that we have to core, but that's all. Do I really want to keep this guy? For 666, I've got to keep him till he dies. Anything else is just stupid. You guys need to get over here as well then. Let's get you guys all over here. So we need to go and blockade, which is what we'll do. You guys are going to group up. Get around there. This should be easy enough. I think, maybe. Oh, we have a rebellion. We can go and deal with that. We do have quite some distance to march, but, I mean, Fazan could go and deal with that. It is actually their rebellion. Not too sure where all of their units are, but we'll wait until we get over here anyway. Truce with Hamburg has ended. Our truce with Spain and various random people has ended. I think it's probably time to get involved in this war. Not worried about their allies at all here, so let's go ahead and declare war. We could actually call Austria in here if we wanted to. That's not a bad idea. There we go. And have Austria got any of this stuff set to vital interest? No, they haven't. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to say I want Savoy. I want all of it. So we'll call Austria in. I'm on the wrong screen. We want to declare war. Austria, in you come. Let's get started. So, I want to move into Genoa. And we'll move into Navarra, and we'll move into the mountains here. I don't know where their army is. It's actually here already in the mountains attacking Austria. They're actually moving out now. We could just go straight into here and actually start sieging out their fort. Which probably makes the most sense. Truce with the Palatinate, Hesse and Nuremberg has ended. We've already got that one. Let's move into Volis then. Where is... Yeah, how are we doing with that rebellion? We're still marching over there very, very slowly. Got them blockaded, so it should be fairly quick sieging these guys out. And hopefully Austria will just go... Yeah, they are doing. Austria's dealing with Cologne up there, so that is fantastical. Lost a protection CB against Spain. We're no longer fabricating against either the Ottomans or these guys. So we want to get a claim on Marne. So let's go and do that. What about the Ottomans? What don't we have a claim on yet? Katsamonu. No, we don't need that one. Sugai. Meant to say Teki, Isil, Adana. I think we've got claims on almost everything coastal at the moment. Sinop. No, let's start grabbing some of this stuff then if we can. Plovdiv, however it's pronounced. I honestly have no idea on that one. That is a total mystery to me. So, volleys should go quite easy. Then we'll move into Vaux. Just waiting for these forts to fall. So there's that one done. Let's move in over here. We can see we've got a Savoy army retreating, but it might even get crushed depending on where it decides to go and how it decides it's going to try and get there. Looks like they're just going to sit down here in the corner where I can't really reach them. We do have a siege here that's going quite well. We won that fight against the rebels as expected. And our leader has died. So I think we'll go for a military guy for a while because we are trying to do a military idea group. Speaking of military idea group, we now have cheaper fort maintenance and greater fort defense. High fervor. Let's switch that over to war for a little bit. Just while we're at war, we might as well. Where did their army go? I can't even see them now. Can we get down into any of these other provinces? No, we are sort of movement blocked by the forts that are still standing. Ah, you're moving down there. Can we catch you? This is farmlands. If I can catch you in farmlands, that could be quite interesting. I don't actually have a leader there, but you guys are quite weak, so that is you done for, but we still can't move past the forts that are still standing. So that is a little bit problematic. But we are well over time, so that is a good place to end the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Venice. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.